kids, welcome back to Irene the Cocoa Queen. So today we are going to be making a really super easy Mexican spicy cheesy casserole that's going to be made in one pot. So very easy to clean up and very easy to make. But before we get into the video, don't forget to like and subscribe because we are here every Wednesdays and Sundays giving you plant-based recipes, okay? And hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a video. So let's get right into the recipe. So we're going to start off by processing our seitan. Now this is a gluten-free recipe. However, I'm choosing to add in seitan to this recipe. If you don't want to use seitan or if you want it to be gluten-free, you can go ahead and add, instead of seitan, 1.5 cups of beans, okay? Any bean of your choice is fine. But I like to add in seitan, so this is 1.5 cups of seitan that's going straight into the food processor because I want to make mine nice and fine and minced. So pop on the lid and okay, so our seitan is nicely minced and now I'm just gonna pop this into my coconut bowl. By the way, seitan is actually quite nutrient dense in the sense that it has 18 grams of protein per 100 grams of seitan. So if you're looking for a high protein meal, you should definitely add in seitan to your casserole. So the first thing that you have to do, friends, is add in a little bit of oil to your pan. It can be coconut oil or it can be olive oil, whatever you like. And then we're gonna add in 2 minced garlic cloves and half a green chili. Now, you know that green chili is gonna make it spicy, so if you don't want your Mexican casserole to be spicy, then you can totally leave that out. Also, we're adding 1 red pepper. This is going to pack our casserole with tons of well-needed vitamin C. And then we're adding 1 onion. This is 1 large onion chopped. So we're gonna just give this a nice mix. It's already smelling so delicious. Who doesn't love garlic in their casseroles? Garlic and green chili, it's delicious. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna stir it a little bit and we're going to now add in the seitan, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and add in 1.5 cups of, actually it's 1.5 cups of seitan. Okay, so I have some spices that I'm using here. I'm calling it the Mexican spice mix. So what we have is a ½ teaspoon of black pepper, a ½ teaspoon of cumin, a ½ teaspoon of oregano, and then we're going in with 1 teaspoon of paprika and 1 teaspoon of salt, Himalayan salt. So at this point, we're gonna be adding in our red rice. And I like to add in rice into the mix without water first so that it can get nice and toasted and golden. And this kind of brings out the flavor even more. So we're gonna add this in. And just some fun facts about red rice. It's actually more nutrient packed than brown rice, and I didn't know that. And I'm glad I know that now because I'm gonna be including it into my recipes a lot more. It also has a lot more antioxidants and anthocyanins in it, so it can fight off free radicals better than brown rice. So it's actually very nutrient dense. So what we're gonna do is just stir this a little bit. We're toasting the red rice. And you can just let this cook until the onions become translucent. So we've been toasting our red rice for about 5 or 6 minutes, and now we're gonna add in 3/4 cup of tomato sauce, okay? So let's add a good tomato sauce in there. And then the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take 4 tablespoons of this vegan bouillon powder, and we're going to add it to 5 cups of water, okay? So let's do that. Give that a stir. We're gonna give this a stir. didn't mix in our tomato sauce. And now we're just gonna go in with the 5 cups of broth. Give it a mix. Now, red rice takes a little longer to cook than other types of rice. So at this point, what we're gonna do is we're going to cover it with the lid and let it cook on medium heat for 40 minutes. I'll see you back in 40 minutes and then I'll tell you guys what to do next. So after 40 minutes, you'll notice that the water has reduced quite a bit. And now it's time to add in about 1.5 cups of mixed vegetables. So these are frozen mixed vegetables. I'm just gonna pop them in and give it a nice mix. This is gonna add a lot of color to your dish. And now, once again, you're going to cover it with the lid for another 20 minutes. So after 20 minutes is up, you're going to add in your kalamata olives, and then you're going to add in your vegan cheese of choice. So you're just gonna shred it up and sprinkle it all over your casserole, and then you're gonna cover it with the lid. On the lowest setting, you're gonna let it simmer, and you're gonna let the cheese melt until it's nice and gooey. So once my casserole was ready, I went ahead and added in some spring onion greens for some texture and some extra flavor and color. So it's always a good idea to pair up your Mexican, cheesy, spicy casserole with some yogurt of your choice. Vegan yogurt, of course. So today I'm just gonna drizzle on a little bit onto the casserole just so that we can have a quick taste and let you guys know how it turned out. Let's do it.
Let's see what you made.
Let's see what I made.
It's too hot for me. Oh my god. That's amazing. It's so good.
I'm going in for a second bite. Hold on.
I'm going in too. This is our pot. No one is allowed to eat from our pot.
It's too hot for me. This should be burning your mouth. You know, he can't stand anything hot. It burns his tongue.
This is amazing. Can you finish the video so we can eat?
So I think this dish is best eaten with yogurt. It's really, really delicious and it's super easy to make. One pot, guys, just one pot. The only downside to this is that it takes about an hour to actually cook. The red rice really needs a lot of time, but that's only because it's so nutrient-packed with everything that I mentioned earlier on in the video, if you were paying attention. So have a little patience with your red rice and enjoy.
Thank you for watching, guys. See you next time. Right? See you next time. So good.